I've got the Linux Code of Conduct blues, baby. We got so many fools, baby. Good morning, how are you? Welcome back to another Good Morning Linux with some blues for this bluesy Sunday. Matthias, my good old friend from Sweden, how are you, sir? How do you say hello in your language? Or good morning, Matthias, in your language? Yes, that is Tostery on the virtual drums. And Tech Designs, pumping your rusty septic tank. One of my favorite hobbies. Hello, Yugi. And everybody else. Hello, Noah. Yeah, I'm feeling the blues. Hello, Farron. Welcome back to another Good Morning Linux for Sunday, September 30th, 2018. And just think, in a couple months it'll be Thanksgiving again. Yay! How's the background music? Too high? Too low? Don't like it? I'll turn it off. Cobalt Linux. Sounds fancy. How are you? I am doing better. I am still not 100%. I'm actually having a spot of tea, as it were. I just had my breakfast, so yeah. Tea, green tea, and honey. Yeah, green tea and honey. I had a chicken panini for breakfast. It was yummy. Yeah, I sprinkled in a little bit of COC sauce, some Linux juice. I'm good to go. Yeah, I definitely sound a little better, Antic. Thank you. Yeah, it was a rough 10 days. It was rough. I mean, it's like I said, the worst bugs are not in Linux. They're in the human body. Yeah. Yes, ginger. Yeah, I've gotten a couple of recipes for mixed for some tea, ginger, and some other stuff. Thank you. I do appreciate it. All your thoughts. Some new music from the YouTube audio library, mainly blues and jazz. Just thought I would mix it up for this Sunday. If this kind of music bothers you, I'll just turn it off. It's no big deal. I just wanted to do something different, so yeah. Hello, Color Pixel. How are you? Wait a few minutes to get more people in the chat, and we'll go to the topic. Sleepy Eyes, Vince. Howdy, howdy. How are you? For those of you who follow our good friend Stephanie, she has a new song out, a new demo song. Please go to stephanieforian.bandcamp.com. I'll just write it in the chat here. You can check out her music. Check out her music for free, and if you like it, buy it. Stephanie is an independent content creator, like myself, I suppose. So you can support her through that website, and you can check out her YouTube videos. She provides basically free videos, free music. Up to a point, of course, hoping that you buy her music. A free concert. She did a wonderful concert last month. Music is okay? Okay, thank you, Sammy. I do not play any instrument, Antic. I wish I did learn. My dad plays the keyboards and accordion. Used to be, somewhat still is, a songwriter. My dad wrote a couple songs for his movie, but I did not pick up his talents. I did not, no. I wish I did. I suppose I could learn voice, but yeah. Maybe I'll have Stephanie teach me. If there is anybody new watching this, please do say hello. This channel was created initially for newbies, for beginners to the world of Linux. Of course, it's much more than that. I use something called Ubuntu Mate Linux and OBS Studio to do all this, as you see here. It takes some getting used to, but it's not that difficult to learn, so yeah. SleepyU installed Ubuntu 18.04, okay? Ah, on a Celeron machine, very good. Oh yeah, 4 gigs, 1 gig of RAM, 4 gig SSD. Oh, okay. Nils, hello, hello, hello. Nils, are you new to the channel? We have a custom here. Anybody new? We have to say hello. Hello, Nils. How are you? As I take another sip of green tea. Ah, you know it's going to be 70 plus degrees today. I'm all pumped up. All right, it is 9:30, so let's get started for this Good Morning Linux. As you recall, the big news lately in the world of Linux is the so-called Code of Conduct, the Linux COC. I guess it all started with Linus Torvalds, the father of Linux, stepping down temporarily to take a break from his, shall I say, colorful language. And it was colorful. It was abusive over the course of many, many years. He had to take a break. And he stepped down. A lot of people think he was thrown out of the community. He wasn't thrown out. He threw himself out by taking a break. Oh, you saw Stephanie at Kurtgarten in Germany on the 28th. Nice, Color Pixel. Awesome. Did you get a chance to say hello to her in person and shake her hand, or was it just a big crowd? Yeah, Stephanie does all her concerts overseas. That's only place she can find steady work. Unfortunately, nothing in the USA, but we're going to change that. Anyway, Linus had to step down. He realized after years of abusive language and emails, it wasn't cool, so he stepped down. Linux has a new code of conduct. There's been a lot of talk. Well, the code of conduct, I don't know. That's code language for something else. It's open to interpretation for something else. Well, that's probably true. But then again, is the Constitution open to interpretation? Are the Ten Commandments, laws, are they open to interpretation? The Bill of Rights. You see, the number one problem here isn't codes of conduct or laws. The number one problem here is the root of all evil. The number one underlying cause of suffering, of human suffering. And do you know what that number one problem is? It is stupidity. Good old-fashioned human stupidity. That's what forks things all up, as it were. If you do a search, Linux Code of Conduct, not everyone is happy with the Code of Conduct, Linus Torvalds took a break, and the list goes on and on. You're wrong about the Linux Code of Conduct, blah, blah, blah. By the way, Linus did respond of what he had to say. You may want to check it out. It's on the ZDNet. Well, Antec, even money has its uses. A person can be a philanthropist with money. He can donate to generous causes. He can donate to the Cancer Foundation, to Children's Hospital. So money is a tool that will do good and evil. Stupidity has only one purpose. That's stupidity. So Yeah, money can be bad, but no comparison to stupidity. Not even close. And we are all stupid. That includes me, by the way. It's built in our DNA. Of course, we have to choose how to live our lives, and we have to learn from our mistakes to become de-stupefied, as it were. So yeah, money can definitely be a problem, but it is a tool, and a tool can be used for construction or destruction. Oh. So getting back to this code of conduct, and this has been blown out of proportion. The issue here isn't the codes of conduct. I think most of us know what is good and evil, what's good and bad. Most of us know how to treat other people. That is a code of conduct. When you live your life according to your values and morals, you are a social justice warrior. Of course, I joked, SJW means smoking joints wildly. But no, so we are all SJWs in a way, you know. So all of this has been blown out of proportion. Now, obviously, if there is a Linux code of conduct and the people who wrote the code of conduct, if they don't follow their own code, then that is a problem. But is that a problem with the code of conduct, or is that a problem with stupidity? I don't know. You guys figure it out. I had a very, very nice comment on Friday night's video that we did trying to trying to clarify all this, and somebody said, finally some sanity, Toss. Thank you for the video, and please feel better. That was by Alan. I forget the last name. Alan, thank you. Yes, we did try to instill some sanity in all this. And I hope the devs will not use, quote-unquote, the nuclear option. Yeah, Farron, the issue is that the maker of the COC broke the COC. If that's true, then the problem is not the COC. The problem is the person, or the behavior of the person, or the judgment of the person, Farron. I mean, if the Ten Commandments are open to interpretation, do we say the Ten Commandments suck, or do we say that people suck? Right? And I believe that most people are good. Most people know the difference between good and evil. Most people know what's cool and uncool. If possible, please can clarify about the devs able to pull out the code, and if anyone can just put it back and do to the, I believe the GPL 3 license, there is a clause where the devs can rescind the copy left aspect of the license, meaning it's free to everyone. In the GPL 2 license, I believe there is no such clause, which means they cannot use the nuclear option, as it were, and take it away from me. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but from what I understand. But look, if there is a form of injustice, are we going to fight it with another form of injustice? What's that old saying? Two wrongs don't make a right. Right? That's how I see it. So all this has been blown out of proportion. People need to chill. Most of humanity is good. And we need to de-stupefy ourselves. I do suggest you read Linus's response to his code of conduct on the ZDNet here. This link here. Posted in the chat. I think he answered 5 questions about all this. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it is the other way around, Farron. I can't remember. You know. The culture war comes to Linux. Lovely. Yeah, it was a BBC letter. The Linus Torvalds answered the 5 questions about what's going on. The Linux Code of Conduct is long overdue. There you go. YouTube has a code of conduct, I suppose. You know, and they panicked. Hence we had the adpocalypse starting a couple years ago. You know, advertisers pulling out because of hateful channels. And companies like Coca-Cola and GM didn't want their ads on hateful, spiteful channels. That is a code of conduct, right? Yes, yes. I am so happy Tim F is out of the hospital. Our good friend, my usual co-host Tim F was in the hospital. I won't get into details. I'll wait till he comes back. He's out of the hospital. He's home. He's recovering. Sounds like he's okay. So, Tim, you are welcome to join us anytime. You pick the time and date, and I'll be there. You don't like reading from ZDNet? They're too biased on some stuff. Yeah, but that was from the BBC, Nils. Those questions were from the BBC, not from ZDNet, right? I don't know. Yes, he did sign it. Well, once again, we'll have to wait till Linus comes back. Maybe clarify things. If you look at that ZDNet article from the BBC, he kind of clarifies things somewhat. But yeah, I'm feeling better. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, much better. Yes, next time I speak to Tim, I did send him an email telling him everyone was worried about him and it's good to have him back. But he's pretty much, yeah, taking it easy, staying away from the stresses of technology. I don't blame him. So, I don't know, maybe I'll send him a text or something. So we'll see. I do miss having Tim as a co-host. Tim was gracious enough to be my co-host last month for Stephanie's 3-hour concert show. It went very well, so yeah. Just out of curiosity, let's try Microsoft Code of Conduct. Code. Is there one? Huh. Yeah. Their code of conduct is, we take all your privacy. Goodbye. Oh well. I got the blues, baby, yeah. Anyway, love this music. Down, 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 down. Another sip of tea. Alright, so that's what I had to say this morning for this code of conduct. Thank you for Alan for a very kind comment. Finally, some sanity was his remark on Friday Night Show on my views on the code of conduct. It's not a perfect answer, I suppose, but it seems to make the most sense out of anything that I've said about this topic. So. All right. Let's see what else is happening in the world of Linux. Yes, Yugi, I did get a good night's sleep. It's nice not going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, as it were. Out of date Chrome. I don't know. Am I on the out of date Chrome? I don't know. Let's see. Software updater. Am I missing anything? It's crazy people are taking such extreme sides. Yep. Well, Sleepy, there's always two sides to a story. Always. Always, always, always. And in some cases, maybe both sides are correct. Maybe both sides are wrong. I don't know. It's a possibility. But, you know, destruction and hatred is usually not the answer. So, not too many updates. I'll do it later. I like this. Address sanitizer. I just thought of Clorox wipes. Address sanitizer. Oh, that just cracks me up. Anyway, remind me later. Chrome has a newer design. I haven't touched anything, yeah. Fairing, yeah. I don't... Whatever it updates to, that's what it is. It's stable, it works. I don't mess with anything, yeah. Yep, I don't. Let's see. Yes, Ubuntu 18.10 Cosmic Cuttlefish. Beta has been released. Somebody said it's supposed to be faster. I'll have to test it. I don't believe it, but that's just me. What happens if you try to take your code out of Linux? Then everybody uses Windows. Duh. Vivaldi has sync. All right, very good. Aha! Fake news. No, Linux devs are not threatening to pull the code. Aha! There we go. The GNOME session dropped at 800 megabytes memory at boot. Wow. Really? That's interesting. Let's see what this has to say here. By the way, these live streams are only possible by your support. So check out the links below in the show notes if you would like to continually see these live shows. I can't do it without you. So thank you for those of you who support the channel through PayPal or Patreon. Again, check out the links below in the show notes if you would like to see more of these live shows and a regular schedule, which I still cannot do. One of the reasons why I got sick is that I don't have a regular schedule. I was doing a lot of late shows, and I think my body just said, "Hey, Toss, no, no, no. This code of conduct on your body is not cool." Anyway, so again, thank you for all of your support. Please do support these live shows and keep them coming, because I enjoy doing these from the bottom of my heart. Alright, so yeah, Linux devs are not threatening to pull the code. This is from itwire.com. I'll post this in the chat here if you want to take a look at this. So, there was no mention of anyone having yet done so. Okay. All right, more information there. Well, data collection, Yugi, is big, big, big business. I don't know dollar-wise what the amount is, but that's what sells. Obviously, when companies do it without our permission and without our knowledge, now it's one thing if they were paying us, okay, we're gonna take your data collection, but we're gonna give you 10% because we are giving them, in a way, they are taking a product of ours, which is our data usage. When you think about it, they are taking it and not compensating us, right? That wouldn't be cool. It would be kind of like YouTube taking my content and not, compensating me with AdSense. Now, granted, AdSense nowadays is kind of pitiful for a lot of channels, but that's not the point. The point is, it is there. With these other companies who take our data, we get zero. That's not fair. So if they're going to do it, at least compensate us, right? But I guess it doesn't work that way. So, yeah. All right, Sleepy, thank you for stopping by. Hello, Jonathan Tobin. How are you? Linux will prevail. I think so. Yeah, I think the more shenanigans we have with these data collection companies doing their thing, and yeah, I think Linux will prevail. It is a viable option. Maybe not a complete replacement for Windows. Not yet. Maybe that day will come, Jonathan. I wish it did. I'm starting to get tired of Windows. Naughty today hitting on SSS Sniper Wolf Woman. Is that a game? I don't have a woman to snipe on, but anyway. Let's see what else we have. Desktop domination. The question is, who is control? Well, it's pretty obvious. Microsoft controls the mom and pop computer desktop deals. I think Linux is missing out on a grand opportunity. Ever since the implementation of Windows 8, a lot of people were like, what the bleep is that? The last, 3 or 4 years, Linux, they are missing out on a mass-marketed Linux desktop, for families. Big opportunity, huge opportunity. And, yeah, it's still Microsoft. That's all there is to it, I use Microsoft as a backup, well, because just in case I need it. So yeah, she is beautiful. Okay, are you talking about Microsoft or your Sniper Wolf woman? Let's see what else we have here. Nothing there. Okay, let's go to OMG Ubuntu. Ubuntu Budgie 18.10 looks like an essential upgrade. I didn't care for Ubuntu Budgie. Yeah. Has anybody tried Ubuntu 18.10, by the way? I have not. Not yet. OpenShot. I've never had any luck with OpenShot. I stick with Kdenlive. I'll have to take a look at Elementary. Beta 2. Juno. Some more information here. Apple or PC? I am a PC person myself. However, a lot of professional YouTubers, such as Stephanie, they use Apple. When it comes to multimedia, it appears Apple controls it. Although it can be done in PC, but I use PC. Yes, Bill, we got some blues. Something different in the background. From the YouTube audio library. Something different for this Sunday. I was feeling the blues. because we got a lot of fools with this Linux COC now. But anyway, just having some fun. So yeah, I'll take a look at the latest Ubuntu and the latest Elementary 5.0 Juno. Why not? Oh, you had to hop off on Friday. Ah, you're gonna have to disgust me more to get rid. Okay, Sleepy, you will not be terminated. Good to be here. Sammy has Lubuntu 1810. I like Lubuntu. It's very, very fast. Not really for beginners. Maybe it's a little bit too light, but it's definitely zippy. Elementary OS as usable as ever. Okay. Not really Debian Ubuntu user. Well, my first date with Linux was Ubuntu 2006. So yeah. PC. Yep. My new phone. Yeah, I got to figure it out. I think, Yugi. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do. Maybe next week I'll do a report of one of the best $200 phones on the market, the Moto E5 Plus. Now think about this. That phone cost me $200 with a 5,000 milliamp battery. $200. $1,000 flagship phones do not give you that kind of battery. So you figure that out. Yeah, today is a fun day, Daniel. Sunday is a fun day. I agree. I'll have to put this on my reminder list to check out Elementary and the latest Ubuntu. So major changes to the look, feel of the OS, Pantheon, desktop, and Gala window manager. It looks like a lot of visual changes. Okay. The Elementary App Center has 95 apps. That's not a lot when you think about it. Yeah. Nightlight feature. Desktop panel adapts to background. Animated system. Improved power outlets. High DPI support. New sound effects. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Elementary OS has always looked pretty sharp, I will say that. Yeah. Let's check out OMG Chrome. Google Chrome to use native notifications on Windows 10. Oh, I'll sleep better tonight. Yeah, this, I don't know if you've seen this Google's new Chromebook ad. It's pretty good. If you haven't already, check it out. It's pretty funny. All right. Check out the latest general news, and then we'll wrap this up for this version of Good Morning Linux. The nonsense in Washington. Apple's iPhone XS has a serious problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. Best Buy sold a third generation Chromecast before its announcement. Oopsie. Yeah, that ad's pretty cool. That is a good, that'll make a great, you know, promo ad for a new kind of desktop to supplant Microsoft's Windows. Come on, Google, you can do it. Come on, do it. I sound like Schwarzenegger in The First Predator. Go ahead, you can do it. Do it. Come on, do it. Do it. Anyway. Yeah, there was a Facebook security breach. We'll just call them Breach Book. Apple robbery ring busted. Huh. 17 charge for Apple Store theft worth $1 billion. Only $1 million? Pfft, a bunch of losers. Anyway. Let's see. Is your smartphone listening to your conversations? It's a phone. Duh. Sprint confirmed that its LTE network coverage sucks. Yeah, it kind of does. I used to have Sprint and it lagged. It still does. That's why I have AT&T. Yeah. I guess they're trying to merge with T-Mobile. Yep. Anybody use Sprint? What is the dish today, Mil? What are you cooking nice today, mate? All right, one last thing. I have, like I said, I have the Moto E5 Plus, I believe. So this is a really nice phone. This is probably the flagship budget phone for about 200 bucks. 6-inch screen, 5,000 milliamp battery. It will jumpstart a dead battery on your car. It has a front-firing speaker. Wish it had stereo, but it does not. Yeah, large screen, great battery, front speaker, turbocharger. I can fully charge the phone in 2 hours. I can get 2 or 3 days on a full charge. I want to give this an 8 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10 except for 2 things. It doesn't have an extra speaker at the bottom, and it uses the old micro charging versus USB-C. Other than that, excellent phone. Maybe I'll talk more about this next week. So there's a shout out to Motorola. If you want to sponsor the channel, come on. All right. Poco phone. I think I've heard of it. I don't know. But so far, I'm happy with what I have. It seems to work. And it didn't cost $1,000. And it's nice not have to worry about, geez, my phone charge, will the battery last a day or two? Yeah, battery technology is not really advanced that much. In the last 20-25 years, so yeah. All right, well, let's make this the 5-minute warning for comments and we'll wrap it up. Once again, this is your last chance. If we have any newbies out there and you want to say hello or ask a question, if you're watching, come on, do it. Say hello. Remember, I use Linux and Windows, so. Again, don't forget that check out the links below in the show notes. If you would like to support the live streams, please do. If you would like to sponsor a live event of a topic of your choice, pick the day and the time, and let's do it. I'll do my best to honor that date and time. Hello, John. How are you? Do you think the Ubuntu phone will come out again? I think there'll be another crack at a Linux phone, pure Linux phone, John. The Ubuntu phone, probably not. They tried. But hey, you never know in the world of technology, John. Yeah. So I think there's room for another phone, for another type of phone. You know, right now it's either pretty much what, Android or Apple. So there's room for a third phone. But right now, John, I would have to say no. And that's a shame. I think the phone they tried to come out was called the Ubuntu Edge back in 2012, something like 2013. I can't remember. Where Canonical had a crowdfunding thing going on, but the one that looks pretty good is the Plasma Mobile. Looked pretty sharp from what I saw. I mean, look, Android is a form of Linux. I think it's based off of Gentoo, and I think there's over 2 billion Android users. Think about it with the B, 2 billion Android users. So you think there's not a market for another Linux type of phone besides Android? Absolutely. You're welcome, John. Wasn't Huawei the company that got banned from making the new 5G network? And the Sleepy, I don't know. I know there was a class action lawsuit in the States against Huawei for building defective Nexus 6Ps. That's why I do not recommend Huawei. I bought a Nexus 6P last month, or almost a month ago. Had it for about 10 days and it went bad. I did some research. Yeah, a lot of those phones weren't properly tested. So Google is blaming Huawei. Huawei is blaming Google. So I just returned it. Again, never underestimate the power of stupidity. So, but as far as that news item, I don't know, Sleepy. Yeah. Of course, the question is, why would they be banned? Well, I don't know. Popular tricks to transfer contacts from Android to iPhone. Interesting. Okay. Well, I am finished with my green tea and lemon and honey. Anything else before I shut this down for today? Thank you again for stopping by. Always a pleasure chatting with all of you. Richard Addison, hello. How are you? Richard, I'm just about to wrap this up. Of course, those of you who missed this show, you can, of course, replay this in its entirety. Never ban thinker. Mill, what are you saying? DT is going to be live. Very good. Mr. Unstable himself. Of course, he doesn't really do too much unstable distro testing anymore. I think he learned his lesson. Anyway, yeah, I think DT's going live. Okay, very good. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'm done for today. I'm going to enjoy the beautiful sunny Sunday. Sounds like a song. Beautiful sunny Sunday. Anyway. Thank you for stopping by as usual. I don't know when the next live show will be. I have to send out email thank yous for all the supporters and go from there. Like I said, I'm not quite 100%, but I am getting there. So thank you for all of your well wishes and all that good stuff. Again, check out the links below in the show notes. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Support the channel. It is needed. Can't do it without you. And that's it for this one. So, guys, I will catch you on the next one, whenever that will be. Make sure you click that notification bell so you know what's going on. So, anything important comes up, just shoot me an email, and maybe we'll talk about it live. On that note, take care. I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.